Hello, and welcome back to another episode in the A.N.I series, where today we will be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Mr. Fantastic, played by Pedro Pascal. Now, I haven't seen the movie yet, as of the time of this recording, and I won't be able to see it till tomorrow, so trying to keep away from spoilers. It's been a battle. This is based off the new film from Marvel called Fantastic Four First Steps. I do have most of the other wave to review, so we'll see those, in the future. But for now, we will get straight ahead on looking at Mr. Fantastic. And just to get a close-up look at his face, the print and sculpt has to be one of the better faces for Pedro Pascal. I'm not going to talk about accuracy to the comics because I mean it's kind of there, but obviously Pedro has his signature look here going on, which doesn't really bother me, but I don't know if it bothers anyone else. So yep. In terms of the sculpt work for the actual costume, it seems to be pretty accurate all the way around. Actually, let me just bring it all out here. Just a generalized look. Paintwork overall seems to be pretty nice. That being on his belt, gloves, and boots. They even painted the bottom of the boots as well. Of course, you do get the disclaimers molded on and painted. Yeah, so you got that. But, I mean, the fact that they went through that effort, it's kind of nice. It doesn't cover the entirety of the foot, as you'll see the actual plastic in between the indent there. But I mean, again, it's at the bottom of the foot, and it's nice that they even painted it to begin with. So yeah, looks pretty good. Let's take a look at the articulation, starting off at the top of the head. You do get a disc on a ball joint, which will allow for the head to look down about that much. It actually goes over the sculpt of the neck collar piece right here pretty well. It moves about back that far, doing the same. So he will get a good looking up and down pose. Due to the nature of the joint, you're not going to get a head tilt, which would have been nice, but yeah. What would have been cool is if they were to keep that style of joint, do the same thing on the Maximum series where you have a ball joint at the bottom here, so at least then you would have been able to rotate and then, fake a head tilt, which would have been nice, but I guess it's not in the budget. But, I mean, they did have a good amount of budget for all new sculpting. You do not get any, what is the name of that joint? I'm blanking here. The cut that's in this shoulder piece allows it to crunch in and out. What was it? Oh man. Oh, I'm blanking on the term here. Well, either way, it doesn't have that style of joint. All you do get is a disc that will allow it to hinge up about that far up. And due to there's a slight gumminess to the plastic here. It's hard to explain, really. It just feels ever so gummy, which, I mean, for Mr. Fantastic, not the worst thing, but in terms of like the solidity of it, the sturdiness of it, that may be concerning. But either way, without it slowly moving back down, goes all the way down, and of course you do get a full rotation, a bicep swivel, if I don't hide the joint there, which looks fairly well. A double jointed elbow, which gets you about that far, and the actual elbow here looks pretty well. Oh, what was that? Huh. At least from the side view, the way that they engineered the joint, it does seem to expose itself more than I'd like. At least from the side view, but kinda, yeah, it's kinda weird how much that is protruding. I don't know, food for thought. Looking at the gauntlets here, or the cuffs of the gloves. Gauntlets? Cuffs? You decide. Paintwork and sculpt, fairly well done. The only thing breaking up that paint job is the hinge for the hand, which goes about down that much, up that much, and swivels all around. Again, paintwork is fairly nice. Moving back up to the torso, you get a ball joint at the midpoint, which allows for decent rotation. Going down about that much. Well, kind of protrudes here a tiny bit. And going back about that much. Nothing too crazy, but it is there. And you do get a swivel at the waist, which it would have been nice if that was a ball joint as well, which would have allowed for more of a bend. And just because this too can rotate, though it doesn't look great if you try rotating at that midpoint. But yeah, again, sculpt work, fairly nice. I like the texturing of these costumes. I think these might be one of my more favorite MCU costume designs. So that is nice. You do get a thigh swivel and a ball joint at the leg, which there are no drop downs, which for me, I find that nice. So you do get a kick about less than 90. And technically hitting the back of the butt piece right here doesn't really allow for much, but you can kind of fake it, but it is on an ankle. So yeah, there's that. You do get a double jointed knee, which looks fairly well and gets about as much as that sculpt is allowing. So not bad. And now taking a look at the boots here. Again, the sculpt work is very nice, along with some of the highlighted paint, which again, very nice. You do get a disc that allows the foot to bend back that much, and it can bend forward that much, and it is on a rocker. Very nice. You do not get any cut at the boot for a swivel, so you'll just have to make do with that thigh swivel. But yeah, in terms of articulation, he is very well designed. Could have been better. I would have liked those oh man, I'm still blanking on the term. on a cut here to allow it to bring the arms closer forward or back out, but there may have been a reason for that down in the accessory portion. So putting him back here to take a look at the accessories that he has, he does come with a pair of fists, which if I can find them, hopefully I haven't lost them yet. Let's see. Oh my god, did I lose the other one? Oh no, okay, I got it. So putting you back here. You do get a fist, which is also well painted, if my camera can pick that up. There we go. So yeah, very well sculpted. You do get the line work on the gloves. And of course you do get two matching pairs. The only other hands are the ones that the figure comes with, those open palm hands. And for the other real accessory that he comes with are these two elongated arms to show off his power set, which look very nice. If we'll take a look at one, The sculpt work, again, very nice. You do get an obvious cut here, which might be from the molding process, or actually, I think this portion right here is hard plastic, and this midsection is what actually bends. No rotation due to the process that this was made in the hand, so yeah, but you do get a wire in there that allows it to bend. I don't know how well this will hold up in the future, but at least for now, it works. You can bend it in any which way. And that goes for both arms. So, taking a look at Mr. Fantastic again, to attach this, you simply want to take the forearm and pop it off. So you can see the joint right in there. Simple peg system. And you just peg that right in. And there we go. And I think that looks pretty good. I think this is a pretty well done accessory to show off his stretching ability. There is, from what I know, a deluxe version that comes with even more swappable parts. That being a swappable torso to elongate it, and a swappable neck piece to elongate the neck. And of course, I think he also comes with these arm extensions. So if you do pay a little bit more for that deluxe, you will get more options to display his moveset or his powers. But for me, I think this is good enough. He does look weird. And of course, you can't just pop off both arms. And now you're just left with Pedro Pascal with no arms. So with that, let's take a look at size comparisons with a quick jump cut. So with the first comparison, like usual, here is the SH Figuarts Boon Boonja Red. And yeah, he has, Mr. Fantastic has the height advantage over him. Moving on to the next figure, being the McFarlane Toys Deluxe Superman from Superman 2025. And again, this is, as with most McFarlane figures, they're going to be completely out of scale with whatever Marvel Legends you have. So you have that. For another series from Hasbro, the Maximum Series Spider-Man. And they're about the same height, I think. Actually, let me see here. I think they're about the same height. Yeah. So, yeah. And finally, we have the SH Figuarts Rice Shower. And yeah, as always, Rice Shower is going to be the smallest of all these comparisons. So yeah, I'd show off the other Fantastic Four, but I figured you'll see those in the next reviews in comparison. And then hopefully at the end we'll show a comparison between everyone. But yeah, so tell me, have you seen the film yet? I know I'm really anticipating this film. I hope it's good. I really hope it's good. I'm just hoping that by the time I get there, they still have the Galactus popcorn bucket. Is it going to absolutely destroy my wallet? Yes, but it would be a great display piece to have with the actual Marvel Legends. So far, this wave has been looking pretty good. He is a very nice figure. If you can get him for retail, he is about $24, $25. And you can get him just about anywhere, retail-wise. Amazon, Walmart, Target, Big Bad. Whatever. I would highly recommend going to a local toy store in your area. They might even have it. hopefully. I know mine did, so that was nice. Don't pay for, scalper prices. Please don't. They're not worth that much. I think on the scalpers terms of price range, I think they're going for double. I've seen for like the Thing, for example, he's going up to about 50 to 60, and that's just crazy. So don't do that. Yeah. Again, if you like the movie, I think this is a good pickup. Again, that head sculpt for Pedro Pascal is really nice. I could see some customizers picking one up just to do a head swap with the Mando. I think that would be pretty good. But yeah, I think that's about it. If you want to see more content, I check out the channel HexHap, where me and my friends live stream. If you want to see some gaming clips, check out Commissar Yoraki. You'll find links to them in the description below. And with that, I've been Amano in the Red, hoping to see you guys next time. Peace.